Now, high-speed Formula E racing is returning to South Africa after 28 years. Formula E and the World Motorsport Council have this week published the provisional calendar for the 2021-2022 Formula E World Championship. It features 3 new cities as part of a record 16-race season, and South Africa, our scenic Cape Town, has made the cut. This would be the first time that the race will be held here since the fall of apartheid. For more on this, we're joined by Iain Banner. He's the chairperson of the E movement. Iain, thank you so much for joining us. As I was walking around the building, we talked about what was coming up today in the news, and someone said to me, Tapfuma, what's this FIFA Formula E thing? So clearly, there are a lot of people who don't know what Formula E is. So explain to us what it is first.
Certainly. Well, let's just say that most people are familiar with Formula One, which features combustion engine vehicles at high speed, racing one another. 7 seasons ago, Formula E was added as the electric version thereof, and it's grown enormously, Taps, in the past 7 years, and will continue to do so for the very reason that e-mobility, which is about powering vehicles with a battery rather than with fossil fuels, isn't the future, it's the present, in as much as if you travel around the world, you'll see how quickly e-mobility is becoming real. So it's something very exciting, incredible speeds where, for example, the Formula E cars are quicker from 0 to 100 than the Formula One cars, because there's immediate torque and immediate acceleration with no delay for gearing. So that's a little summary in answer to your question.
All right, so it's almost like an electric car version of Formula One cars on the streets of Cape Town. There's been a bit of difficulty holding, for example, the British and Irish Lions tour in South Africa due to the coronavirus pandemic. I know the first race in Cape Town due only for next year, but has COVID-19 impacted your preparations and the lead up to the race in any way at all?
Sure. I mean, we are very cognizant of the difficult position that South Africa finds itself in. We're totally respectful of that position. We're seeing this as a counter-COVID measure. Life will go on at a point in time, but obviously the situation will be monitored carefully, Taps, and the right decisions will be taken at the right time. But right now, we celebrate the fact that South Africa, and specifically Cape Town, the beautiful mother city, is on this World Championship calendar. It's incredibly exciting news. My team and I have put in an enormous amount of effort over the past 2 years, supported quite very significantly by the city of Cape Town, who have been amazing and who we continue to work with to ensure that all the T's are crossed and the I's are dotted to be able to deliver a world-class event.
What route will the race take place in Cape Town?
Well, I can confirm that it is a street race, which is something people have been talking about for a long time, open wheel racing on a street circuit. I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is, but I will tell you that it's somewhere between Table Mountain and Robben Island, and it's not in the ocean. And it is on a street circuit that will see the Cape Town Stadium featured significantly. There was a point in time where we were extremely keen to, in fact, integrate the circuit into the stadium, but the entry widths into the stadium were not wide enough to meet with regulations. So we can't take the vehicles through the stadium, which would have been magnificent. But we have a very exciting circuit planned. And it's been designed by an international track designer, and the homologation plans are in front of FIA, which is the reason they've now confirmed the race. It's exciting, and fans are going to love it.
Finally, Iain, what does this mean for South Africa and the Western Cape's economy? And are there any social sustainability initiatives tied to Formula E coming to Cape Town?
Yes, firstly, on the sustainability side, we are putting an entire week's program around e-mobility, climate change, etc., which is a chat we can have on another day. The beneficiary on the charitable side is the Laureus Sport for Good Foundation, which you're aware of, which has 30 projects around the country in South Africa, working with children using sport as a tool for social change. You may recall the magnificent speech Nelson Mandela made in May 2000, where he said sport is the power to change the world. And that is what Laureus is about. So it is the beneficiary. We're very excited about that. In terms of the green economy, this is without doubt going to help power that very green economy that the Western Cape government and the city of Cape Town are committed to.
Iain, we're going to have to cut it short there. Thank you so much for joining us. Iain Banner, the chairperson of the E movement, talking about Cape Town being added to the Formula E calendar. That race set to come to Cape Town in February next year.